Hello, my name is Subhendu Das and I am your mathematics teacher at Minnata, and today I am going to teach you one of the most important topic of class 9, that is the factorization of polynomials. And we have already completed 9 lectures on this topic, so we will start today lecture number 10. So in lecture number 10, first we will read about the factorization of quadratic polynomial. Factorization of quadratic polynomial. That means we just learn today how to factorize the quadratic polynomial. Suppose it is x square plus bx plus c in this format, and we have to write in this form, that is x square plus p plus q x plus pq. That means we will write it as x square plus px plus qx plus pq. Now from the first two terms takes x common, so x plus p. Then second, third and fourth take q common, so it will be x plus p. So x plus p is common in both the places, so x plus p into x plus q. So we have to write in this form. That means we need to write b in the form of two factors, sum of two factors, that is p plus q, and we'll write c as the product of two factors p and q. So the first example, that is x square plus 9x plus 18. Now we need to try to split. We will try to split 9 into two parts. Okay, first we need to split this c 18. Split 18 into two parts. First we need to do this one. First, this constant you have to split into two parts, so that in two parts that the sum is 9 and the product will be 18 in this form. So here how we can do this, as we know that 6 plus 3 becomes 9 and 6 multiply 3 becomes 18. So that means we need to write this 9 in this form. So now we need to write 9 in this form, 6 plus 3 form, and we need to write 18 as 6 multiply 3 in this form. Just do it. Now x square plus 6x plus 3x, we write 9x as 6x plus 3x, as the sum of the two parts will be 9 and the product 6 multiply 3, that will be 18. So no need to write 6 multiply 3, directly you can write 18 plus 18. Now from this first two part take x common, so there x will be remainder and there will be 6 plus 3 common, so x plus 6. Now x plus 6 you need to take common here, so here the left is x plus 3. So x plus 6 into x plus 3 will be the value or the factorization value of x square plus 9x plus 18. I hope you understood this. Next, example number 2, it will be more clear in the example number 2. So x square plus 5x minus 24. Now you have to write 5 as in this form, where the sum of the two parts will be 5 and the product will be minus 24. So here we need to split 5 into two parts, so that the sum of two parts will be 5 and the product of two parts will be 24, sorry, minus 24 in this way. Now how we can write this? Sum will be 5 and the product will be 24. Now we can see that if we write 5 in this form, that is 8 plus of minus 3, that is 5, and the product 8 multiply minus 3, that is minus 24. That means it is perfectly matched. So that means here we can write the, instead of 5x we will write as 8x minus 3x, because 8x minus 3x gives you 5 and 24 is 8 multiply minus 3, that is 24, that is minus 24. We can write this, not required to write individually. Understood? So the product of two parts will be minus 24 and the sum of two parts will be 5. So the two parts are 8 and minus 3. Now check, sum 8 and minus 3 is 5, product 8 and minus 3 is minus 24. That is perfectly matched. Now this first two part take x common, so it will be x plus 8. Now here take minus 3 common, so it will be x plus 8. So from the first and second part, you can take x plus 8 common. So x minus 3 into x plus 8 will be the factorization value of x square plus 5x minus 24. Now the third one is given. If it is given x square minus 4x minus 21, you have to divide, you have to split actually the 4 into two parts, so that here is minus 4. You have to split minus 4 into two parts, where the sum of two parts will be minus 4 and the product of two parts will be minus 21. How it is possible? And when we know that 7 and 3, the product is 21 and 7 minus 3 is 4. So we can write this as minus 4 as minus 7 plus 3, that is minus 4, and the product minus 7 multiply 3, that gives you minus 21. That means we can write x square minus 4x as minus 7x plus 3x and 21 as minus 21 as minus 21, because we know that product of minus 7 and 3 is minus 21. So from the first two part take x common, so x minus 7, take 3 common. From the third and fourth part it will be x minus 7. Now x minus 7 is common both the places, so you can take x minus 7 common, so the remainder it will be x plus 3. So that means x square minus 4x minus 21 is equals to x minus 7 into x plus 3. Now coming to the example number 4. If it is given, you have to factorize x square plus 5 root 3 in this form plus 12. Here we know that we need to split 5 root 3 in this format, so that in two parts, where the sum of two parts will be 5 root 3 and the product of two parts will be 12. So how we can, what will be the product and what will be the two parts? We need to check this one. So here 12 we can write 4 root 3 multiply root 3, and this 4 root 3 plus multiply plus root 3 also gives you 5 root 3. So we can write 4 root 3 plus root 3. Now you have to split in these two parts, so that the product will be 12 and the sum will be 5 root 3. So the two parts are 4 root 3 and root 3. Now here we can write x square plus 4 root 3x plus root 3x plus 12. Now from the first two part take x common, so x plus 4 root 3. From the third and fourth take root 3 common. Here it will be x plus 4 root 3. Now you can check x plus 4 root 3 common in both the cases. So x plus 4 root 3 common. So it will be x plus 4 root 3 into x plus root 3. That will be the factorize. If we factorize, you will get x square plus 5 root 3x plus 12 equals to x plus 4 root 3 into x plus root 3. Now we will move to the example number 5. In example number 5, if it is given that x square plus 3 root 3x minus 30. So here you have to split 3 root 3 in two parts, where the sum of two parts will be 3 root 3 and the product will be minus 30. How we can make this? Now we can write 5 root 3 minus 2 root 3, it is equals to 3 root 3, and the product it will be 5 root 3 multiply minus 2 root 3, it will gives you the product is also minus. Now we can write 3 root 3x as 5 root 3x minus 2 root 3x. So write down this one, x square plus 5 root 3x minus 2 root 3x minus 30 in this form. Now from the first two part take x common, so x plus 5 root 3, and the third and fourth take 2 root 3 common, so it will be x plus 5 root 3. Now we can see x plus 5 root 3 is common both the places. So x plus 5 root 3 common. So the remainder it will be x minus 2 root 3. So here we can write x square plus 3 root 3x minus 30 as x plus 5 root 3 into x minus 2 root 3. Now coming to the factorization of p plus q whole square minus 20 p into p plus q minus 125, and you have to factorize this. So here it look like very complicated, but it is not so complicated because we assume something. But we assume p plus q, we assume that it is x. So now it will be, so what we get, p plus q is x, so it is x square minus 20 into p plus q, that is x minus 125. You will get this one. If you will get this one, that is very easy. Now you have to split minus 20 in two parts. For the sum of this will be minus 20 and the product will be minus 125. So how we can do? So we can write this minus 20 as minus 25 plus 4, plus 5, and here we can write minus 125 as minus 25 multiplied by 5. So it will give you in two parts. The two parts are minus 25 and 5. Minus 25 and 5, we can write minus 20 as in this form. So x square minus 25x plus 5x minus 125. Now here check x common. So x minus 25 plus 5 common, x minus 25. So x minus 25 is common. So take x minus 25 common. So here it will be x minus 25 into x plus 5. Now we know that we assume something, but we assume that x is equals to p plus q. Now put the value. So after putting the value, p plus q equals to x. If you put, you will get x is p plus q. So p plus q minus 25 and into p plus q plus 5. These are the factors of these questions. Now let's do the next one. New example, that is a raised to the power 4 plus 4aq, 4a square plus 3. How we can factorize this? So first we have to assume that putting a raised to the power 4 as x. Now if we assume, a square is x. So if we assume a square as x, then it becomes, so a square is x. So x square plus 4x plus 3 in this form. Now here we have to split 4 into two parts. Such that the sum of these two parts will be 4 and the product will be 3. So how we can write this? Product is 3 and sum is 4. So that means we can write 3 and 1. And 3 plus 1 is 4 and 3 multiplied 1 is 3. So that means the two parts are 3 and 1. So now we can write 4x as 3x plus x. So x square plus 3x plus x plus 3. So from the first two part, take x common. So it will be x plus 3 and plus 1 common, x plus 3. Now take x plus 3 common. So if you take x plus 3 common, so it is left, that is x plus 1. Now we know that we assume that a square is x. Now we have to put the value. Now after putting the value of a square is equals to x. If you putting the value, we will get a square plus 3, because x plus 3 is a square plus 3 and x plus 1 is a square plus 1. So now we can say that a raised to the power 4 plus 4a square plus 3 is equals to a square plus 3 multiply a square plus 1. Now coming to the revision sections. So we learned today how to factorize the quadratic polynomial. The quadratic polynomial, as we know, these are in this form, x square plus bx plus c, in this format. Now you have to split this b into two parts such that the sum, suppose it is p and q, the sum of p plus q will be b and the product of p and q will be c. This way. That means here we can say x square plus p plus q into x plus pq. So it will be x square plus px plus qx plus pq. So from the first two part, take x common, so it will be x plus p. And from these two portion, take q common, so it will be q into x plus p. So x plus p is common both the places, so x plus p common. So here the remainder is x and q. So x plus p into x plus q. Now example number 1. In the example number 1, what is given? X square plus 9x plus 8. As we know that you have to split 9 in that way such that the sum of these two parts will be 9. That means we can write 6 plus 3 is 9 and the product will be 18. So 6 multiplied 3 is 18. So in this way, you have to take such that the product will be 18 and the sum will be 9. So now write down, instead of 9x we can write 6x plus 3x. So here x square plus 6x plus 3x plus 18. So that means from this first two part, take x common. So if you take x common, x plus 6 is remainder. Here if you take 3 common from these two, it will be x plus 6 is also there. So x plus 6 is common. So here x is left, so x plus 3 is. So that means we can say x square plus 9x plus 18 will be equals to x plus 6 multiply x plus 3. The second one, if it is x square plus 5x minus 24. Now you have to split 5 in that way such that the sum of two parts will be 5 and the product will be minus 24. How? 5, we can write 8 minus 3 is 5. Okay, and 24, 8 into minus 3 is 24. So in that way we divide into two parts, that is split into two parts, that is 8 and minus 3. Now we can write, instead of 5x we write 8x minus 3x. So from the first two part take x common, so it will be x plus 8. From the third and fourth part take minus 3 common, it will be x plus 8. Now x plus 8 is common, so take x plus 8 common. So from the first part we can get x as a remainder, here minus 3 as a remainder. Now the third, next example, x square minus 4x minus 21. You have to split 4 in that way. The sum will be 4 and the product will be 21. So we can take minus 7 and 3. Minus 7 plus 3 is 4, minus 4, and minus 7 into 3 is minus 21. So now instead of minus 4x, we can write minus 7x plus 3x. So write x square minus 7x plus 3x minus 21. So from this first two part take x common, so it will be x minus 7, x into x minus 7. From these two part take 3 common, so it will be 3 into x minus 7. So now x minus 7 is common, so take x minus 7 common. Here x and here 3 is left. Now the fourth one, if it is in the form of x square plus 5 root 3x plus 12, you have to split same way the middle term, that is 5 root 3. So that is why it is called the middle term factorization as well, because we factorize the middle term. So here 5 root 3, you have to split in two parts such that the sum will be 5 root 3 and the product will be 12. So how we can do? Two parts are 4 root 3 and root 3. But the sum is 5 root 3 and the product is 4 root 3 into 3 makes 12. So instead of 5 root 3x, we can write 4 root 3x plus root 3x. So take x common, so it will be x plus 4 root 3. And from the third and fourth term, take minus 3 common, it will be x plus 4 root 3. Now x plus 4 root 3 is common. Take x plus 4 root 3 common, so it will be x plus root 3. Similarly, the next one, x square plus 3 root 3x minus 30. You have to split 3 root 3 in such a way where the sum will be 3 root 3 and the product will be minus 30. So we split into two parts, that is 5 root 3 and minus 2 root 3, where the sum will be 3 root 3 and the product will be 30 minus 30. So instead of 3 root 3 x, we can write 5 root 3x minus 2 root 3x. Take x common, it will be x into x plus 5 root 3. And take minus 2 root 3 common, it will be x plus 5 root 3. Now simple, x plus 5 root 3 is present both the places, so take common x plus 5 root 3. Here x is left, here minus 2 root 3. So we can write x square plus 3 root 3x minus 30 as x plus 5 root 3 into x minus 2 root 3. Now p plus q whole square minus 20, p plus q minus 124. Don't get confused, assume this p plus q as x. So it will be x square minus, if it is x, so it will be x square minus 20x minus 125. So factorize minus 20, we can write minus 25 plus 5. So from the first two part, take x common, so it will be x into x minus 25. From the third and fourth part, plus 4 5 common, it will be x minus 25. So x minus 25, we can see both the cases. So x minus 25 take common, it will be x minus 25 into x plus 5. But we know it is very important, you have to put the value as well, because we assume that x is p plus q. So put the value, instead of x we can put p plus q. So p plus q minus 25 into p plus q plus 5. Now the next example, a raised to the power 4 plus 4a square plus 3. Here you have to focus on this. It is also very important thing. Don't get confused in this. Assume that a square is equals to x. So if you put a square is equals to x, then you get x square. So a raised to the power 4 plus 4a square plus 3 as x square plus 3x plus x plus 3. So now common, take x, so it will be x plus 3 plus 1 common, it will be x plus 3. So x plus 3 is common, so x plus 3 into x plus 1. Now put the value of x, that is a square. So a square plus 3 into a square plus 1. So I hope you enjoyed the session and all the doubts are now clear. We will continue this topic in the next lesson as well. Thank you for joining the session.